Going on to all of my Aries. So let's get into it. All right, here we go. All right. All right, so the cards that I come up with for the Aries is the Six of Wands, the Hermit, the Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, the World, the Three of Cups, the Three of Wands, the King of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so what I'm getting in general for Aries is how a lot of y'all really need to a lot of y'all really need to listen to your own instincts when it comes to judging people. Okay? And stop listening to your fear. And I'm going to explain why. Because the Six of Wands is about you needing to, like I said, listen to your instincts. Be more observant. When it comes to getting into a functional relationship with somebody, right? It comes down way more than just what this person has or the way that this person looks. The Hermit, okay, the Hermit is about who this person actually is. And this person may be socially awkward. This, this person, and there's all different ways of expressing social awkwardness. In other words, this person is dysfunctional, right? So you Aries have to, when you combine these two cards, you Aries have to learn to watch out for when someone is very dysfunctional. Okay? There's many different ways of observing the way that their home is. What is their spiritual value, right? What is their value? What is their internal value? Okay? What is the relationship like with their family members? Right? What type of direction in life is this person? Where are they going? What type of direction do they want? Are they doing anything to be on that path? These are all ways for you to be able to understand that it's time for you to leave or you can stay. So a lot of you Aries need to be way more vigilant, right? Watchful as to what's going on around you. The Ace of Wands is that, yes, these people show you that they have issues. They show you that they have red flags. But at the same time, the Ace of Wands represents, even though that they're showing you that a lot of the times that they have red flags, I'm still seeing how a lot of you Aries choose to stay there, choose to give these people a chance. Because a lot of you Aries may have the mentality of try to give as many people as you possibly can a fair shake. And that's the situation that a lot of you Aries are having. Because you're giving the wrong kinds of people a fair chance. And potentially missing out on the time that a person who could have really rocked with you would have been there instead of that person who was dysfunctional in the first place. So then the next card that I come up with is the Hierophant, okay? All right? And then the Hierophant is, again, understand that you don't need, see, when you observe red flags about the person, there's no need for you to continue to stick around, right? If the person doesn't have character, right, then it's time for you to leave, okay? A lot of times you Taurus, a lot of times, not Taurus, Aries. A lot of times you Aries, right? Because I just did Taurus. Sorry about that. But a lot of times you Aries, you find yourselves, like I said, in relationships and friendships that are real subpar, real janky. Because you're really giving your time and your energy and your attention to people who really don't deserve it. But at the same time, you wonder, well, why you keep doing it? You keep doing it because you're compassionate and you're sympathetic towards the wrong people. Because the right people, my dear Aries, they're going to find it difficult to ask you for help, because not necessarily for pride, right? Arrogance or something like this, but they're going to find it difficult to really not hang out, but really ask you for something, because they want to take responsibility for their own stuff that they've created for themselves, or the trouble that they've created for themselves. So if a person is all too easy, my dear Aries, to ask you for money, ask you for this, ask you for that, and you're getting to know the person, and this person doesn't, you know what I'm saying? You're just getting to know them, or you find out that this person doesn't have a very good relationship with money, then it's time for you to leave, period. Because that's an internal value flaw. And then the thing is that the world card here now is that now that a lot of you Aries are starting to understand a little bit better how to be vigilant, how to be watchful, how to understand who a person is better, right? Now it's up to you to be able to protect yourself, because the Three of Cups is sometimes you're going to even start to see people who like to mess around with other people, but you're going to be in a relationship with individuals, right? That's going to tell you, or potentially, or that's going to tell you you're the only person, or that you're the only one, or it appears that way, even if they don't tell you that. But if you observe, there will be situations for you, Aries, where you'll have a chance to understand that you may not necessarily be the only person. You can ask the person if they're seeing anybody else as you're getting to know them in the starting out phase, right? And they may tell you the truth. They may tell you, yeah. They may tell you that you're absolutely right, that they are seeing somebody else. And then it'll be up to you, Aries, to decide whether you're going to continue to hang out with them. So I like being sarcastic a little bit. So the Three of Wands is about how the Three of Wands represents how some of you Aries are not going to make it, though. I will keep it 100, because some of you Aries are going to walk right up off this cliff, or stare down, right? Really close to the edge, because this is a cliff. This is not a large piece of land, because this is the river right here. That yellow part, that's the river right there, and the ships are right here. So this is actually a cliff that some of you Aries will veer off, or will look down at. You understand? And or down to, or whatever. And the thing is that some of you Aries are not going to listen. You know, some of you Aries are not going to watch this video, and you're going to venture off. And what's going to happen is that you're going to walk yourself right off the cliff, unfortunately, because you're not listening. The King of Cups is some of you Aries, though, you will excel, because some of you Aries will understand to control your feelings and your emotions a lot better. And you're going to become more of a better chooser. You're going to pick more wisely. I guarantee it, because some of you Aries will understand what it is that I'm saying to y'all in this reading, and you'll take this into consideration, and you'll actually take the time to hear what I have to say. And you're going to learn how to be more patient when it comes to observing someone, instead of rushing into relationships, okay? There's a lot of people in the modern day context rushing themselves into relationships, and that's what's getting them messed up, because they don't know how to be friends with the person first. All friends, this, that, the third, okay, or continue to get yourself messed up. the Ten of Wands, is, yeah, so that's good too, because the next time when you see somebody on some foolishness or on some stuff that that you know what a red flag is, you're going to instantly leave. Because a lot of you Aries are going to understand that there's no need for you to stick around once you've seen red flags, because you're only going to have more of the same. Like if a person has a bad relationship with money, it's not up to you. It's not up to you to help them with that, because people need to really heal themselves and deal with themselves before they're in a relationship. That's the truth. But what you have, what you have and what everyone has in general is the Seven of Pentacles. Bad relationships with people, or terrible relationships with people, due to the fact that a lot of dysfunctional people are trying to date or hang out with or interact with or cohabitate spaces with other dysfunctional people, because so many people are interested in trophies, having a trophy partner, clout, attention, money, you know what I mean? All these Venusian things. But all of these Venusian things, but in order to achieve real love and do it the correct way, Venus has to be debilitated. Venus has to have problems. That's the trick. In order for Venus, which represents love, to be exalted the correct way, Venus has to be debilitated. That's the trick. That's the trick. And you have too much of Venus accelerated, which is bad, because yes, Venus deals, because see, let me say this, Venus, which rules over love, deals with money, deals with, deals with chocolate candy, or chocolates and hearts and roses and all that stuff, all these Venusian things, Valentine's Day, even though it's in Aquarius, it still has a relationship to Libra and Venus, right? But at the same time, that's bad, because it's all of these romantic things that don't really have any kind of real substance, because the roses and all that stuff, the chocolates are supposed to mean something. So let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Let's clarify. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. So you have the Emperor, which represents Aries, the Hermit, the Five of Cups. So the Emperor is about learning how Aries, which is Aries on itself. The Emperor is Aries. So you did show up in your own reading after all. But the Emperor is about you need to learn to clear your own way. Stop distracting yourselves with all of these wonderful things about a partner, right? When you're dating them. Yes, this person may talk to you well, but how is their relationship with their money? Yes, this person may, the Emperor is about cutting the BS. Stop being too romantic. And romanticism, or being romantic, it means entertainment. It means illusionary. Literally, that's what it means. And I have the proof to back it up. It means illusionary. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to put the proof in the comment section. It means illusionary. It's not even real. So you got to stop being so romantic, because if you don't, you're going to be living in an illusion of what love is. And then when you don't find it, so you have the Hermit, right? And the Hermit is again, you don't have to isolate yourselves. You don't have to take any kind of drastic measures in order for you to get what you want. But this also means that you need to also pay attention to the types of people whom you're catch yourselves hanging out with, because or ended up hanging out with, because they may be like this. They may have the mentality where they're socially awkward and they don't really know how to socialize with other people, but you have to pay attention to that. And then you have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups represents, since this is the case, the Five of Cups means what you need to do is understand that you're going to have a lot of people who, when you leave quickly, those people are still going to want to be in relationships with you. So you're really not missing anything. It's just that with them, you don't have to tell them this. You left due to the fact that you know what type of time they are on, and they're not functional people. Let's clarify the King of Cups. You have the you have the Knight of Cups. I want to get this right. The Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, then you have the Ace of Cups. So I called it before I even drew it, okay? So, how ironic. But the Knight of Cups, to clarify the King of Cups, is, again, furthermore, learning how to be patient, how to see tragedy around the corner, how to see it coming so that you're not a part of it. The King of Wands, cutting those people off out of your life immediately once you start to see that they're full of it, that they're not functional. The relationship is not really going to go anywhere because there are certain things about themselves that they need to handle. They are not handled. Then you have the Page of Cups. I said Ace of Cups. Page of Cups, excuse me. Then you have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is understanding that they are not very functional because of it. Learning how to get over the illusion, because the Page of Cups can represent illusionary things as well. It can represent a delusion that a lot of you Aries have about yourselves, where you're trying to save this person. You try to give this person a fair try, when in actuality, you're giving the wrong type of people a fair try, because they are going to take advantage of you the best way that they can and not respect you for it. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Appreciate it.